Hello and welcome. So, have you ever felt just a little bit nervous about eating out in English? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to walk through all the essential phrases you need to order your meal with total confidence. That way, you can focus on enjoying the food, not on trying to find the right words.
You know, dining out in a new language can be super exciting. But let's be honest, it can also be a little nerve-wracking. But please, don't worry. Think of this explainer as your personal cheat sheet. We're going to give you all the key phrases to make the whole experience feel totally easy.
All right, let's start right at the beginning, the moment you walk in and need to get a table. This first conversation is usually pretty short, but, it really sets the tone for the rest of your meal. So let's make sure it's a confident one. Getting seated is really just a simple three-step process. You greet, you ask, and you follow. It all kicks off with a polite hello. Now, let's focus on the most important part, how you actually ask for your table.
And here it is. This is the first key phrase you'll need. It's polite, it's direct, and it works every single time. The best part? It's so easy to adapt. A table for one, please. A table for four, please. That's literally all it takes.
Now, the host might ask you this. A reservation just means you called ahead to save a spot for yourself. If you did, you can just say yes and then give your name. If you didn't, a simple, "No, I don't," is perfectly fine. No big deal at all. Okay, so you're at your table, menu in hand. Now for the fun part, ordering your food. Let's break down how to read the menu and place your order with complete confidence.
So, most menus are organized into sections just like these to make choosing a lot easier. You'll usually see small dishes to start, which are the appetizers, then the bigger main courses, drinks, and of course, my favorite, desserts. Knowing these categories helps you find what you're looking for way faster.
After a little bit, your server will probably come by and ask this question. If you're ready, that's great. But hey, if you need another moment, don't feel rushed at all. You can simply say, "Can I have a few more minutes, please?" It's a super common and totally polite thing to ask.
And when you are ready, this is the golden phrase. "I'll have the..." and then just say whatever you want from the menu. It's polite, it's direct, and it's understood everywhere. You can use this exact same structure to order absolutely anything.
Okay, now this is a really important word. Being allergic to something means that a certain food is just not safe for you to eat. This isn't about what you like or don't like, it's about your health. So it's crucial to know how to communicate it. And here's a great tip. If you're not sure about an ingredient, just ask, "Does this dish have nuts in it?"
And here's a perfect example of how to use that word politely. You can start with a little compliment, then clearly state your allergy. It's just a respectful way to let the server know what's going on so they can make sure your meal is safe. Here is a fantastic tip for sounding more natural. Sometimes, just a small change in your wording can make a huge difference. So instead of a very direct "I don't like," a softer phrase like "I'm not all that crazy about" sounds much more polite.
All right, let's talk about those small but important conversations you might have while you're actually eating. These little check-ins are just a normal part of the whole dining experience.
So your server will probably stop by your table and ask this. It's really just their way of making sure you're happy with your food. And this is your chance to give some feedback or ask for anything else you might need. It's always a good idea to have a simple reply ready. Whether you want to give a compliment, ask for more napkins, or, and this is an important one, politely point out a mistake, these phrases will definitely help you do it in a nice way.
So you've had a wonderful meal, and now it's time for the final part of the experience, paying. Let's just make sure this last step is just as smooth and easy as the rest of it. Here's a quick little cultural tip for you. You might hear the word bill, or you might hear the word check. Check is super common in the US, while bill is used more often in other English-speaking places. But here's the good news. They both mean the exact same thing, so you can't go wrong. When you're all finished up and ready to pay, this is the phrase you need. You can also say, "Can I get the check, please?" Both are absolutely perfect. It's just a clear signal to your server that you're done. Now, if you're eating with friends and you all want to pay for your own food, this is how you ask. Splitting the bill just means dividing the total cost between everyone at the table. It's a very useful question to know. Okay, before we finish up, let's just go over a couple of extra tips that'll act as your own little confidence toolkit, helping you sound even more natural when you're out and about. Here's a super simple trick to sound more fluent, like instantly. Use contractions. Shortening "I would" to "I'd," for example, is such a small change, but it makes a huge difference in how natural you sound. Oh, this is a really common expression.
Saying you're in the mood for something is just a great casual way to talk about what you want right now. Like, I'm really in the mood for pizza tonight. It helps you express exactly what you're craving.
And you know, this is probably the most important takeaway of all. Don't ever worry about being perfect. The goal is just clear communication. Every single server will appreciate your effort, I promise. Each time you go out, you're practicing, and that practice is what builds real, lasting confidence.
So with all these tools in your pocket, the only question left is where are you going to go to practice? Every restaurant is a new opportunity. So go out there, be confident, and most importantly, have a fantastic meal.